All right, so Caroline is making lunch today. Tell us what you're making.
I'm making like a Mexican type thing with chicken, corn, beans, avocado, and tortilla chips.
Sounds yummy.
And maybe some salsa on top of it.
All right, so for this video, it's going to be a video of just Caroline cooking. She loves cooking and being in the kitchen, and so, I don't know, a couple times a week she'll make some meals. She likes to bake a lot. She likes making, what are some of your favorite things to bake? I know this week she has zucchini bread on her list.
Yes, I'm doing zucchini bread and I'll make spaghetti.
Spaghetti, that's not baking, but cooking.
Okay.
But anyway, I'm just gonna be taking the camera on and kind of following her along for the week and showing some of the things that she makes. This is not gonna be every single meal because she doesn't cook every meal that we make, but just taking the camera on and kind of showing the different things that she likes to make because she loves being in the kitchen. So in the beginning of her learning to cook, it was definitely more work for me to like allow her to be in the kitchen, and messes happen and meals don't get made the way that they're supposed to. But after now, she's only 9, she really can make a lot of meals completely on her own. She can make a cake, she can make biscuits, she can really do a lot of help in the kitchen. So I feel like after you kind of put the hard work in and letting them learn to help, it becomes a lot easier for you. So this is something that we really enjoy doing together, spending time in the kitchen. And so this was a meal that she wanted to do on her own. Yesterday we were at the grocery store. She said, I want some chicken and black beans. And the lady that was working there was even laughing at her saying like, man, I wish I had those fancy of ideas when I was that age. It was just kind of cute. So, all right, you gonna warm up your beans? Get them going. All right, you probably need salt and garlic. All right, tell them what you're making.
I'm making guacamole.
We were just gonna do sliced avocados, but she decided she wanted to make guacamole instead. So we're gonna do avocado with some garlic powder, some salt, a little bit of cumin, and some lime juice. Another thing that Caroline loves to make, and she makes this pretty much every morning, is pumpkin spice lattes using rooibos tea. I like to get pumpkin spice lattes at coffee shops, and she always wants a little sip of it. And so I told her that she could start making it at home just with rooibos tea instead of coffee so that it would be good for her to drink. And so she started doing that, and I tried it and I really liked it too. So I made her start making them for me too when she was making them. And a lot of times the boys want them as well. So we used to just warm up our water on the stove, and my sisters and my mom were like, you don't have a kettle? You still warm up and boil your water on the stove? And they couldn't believe it. So we got this My Street House kettle, and I love using it. It makes it so much faster now that we actually have a kettle to make our tea in. My husband uses it as well for making his coffee. He uses a French press when he makes coffee, and so it's nice that he has water that he can boil in the kettle instead of having a pot on the stove. It is a lot faster, it's a lot prettier sitting on the counter than just having a regular pot sitting on the stove all the time. So we're really happy with this kettle. And honestly, the thing that I like about it most is just how fast it is at boiling the water. So for this pumpkin spice latte, Caroline just puts in some pumpkin, a little bit of pumpkin pie spice, a little maple syrup, and then for each cup she does a teaspoon of rooibos tea inside of a little tea ball. That's good for making loose leaf tea. And then I help by pouring in the hot water out of the kettle into the cups. And then we let it steep for about 5 minutes, and then we add in some cream. We have had the My Street House milk frother for over a year now, and we use that almost daily, even when we were still just boiling our water on the stove before we knew about how awesome kettles were. But we really like the frother as well, so that's why I decided to go with the My Street kettle, because we've had such good luck with the milk frother. Using the My Street kettle gives you the optimal coffee extraction with stable water flow. It makes the perfect cup of coffee or tea every time, and it's much easier. It has precise timing for every pour. It's easy to customize your desired degree just by turning the temperature knob. You can make it whatever temperature you want your water to be. So for my husband, he likes it to be hotter for his coffee, but when I'm making tea for the kids, I typically do it a little bit cooler just so it's not boiling hot whenever I give it to the kids. My Street was fortunate enough to get the first My Street House crowd-funded limited edition, and now My Street House has launched an upgraded version based on it with optional details. The My Street House electric pour over gooseneck kettle has a unique spout that's designed for pour over coffee or even for making tea. It has an easy to use control panel with LCD display. It has adjustable temperature control knob, a 90-degree steady water flow, a timing function, and it has a safety child lock. The electric gooseneck kettle is a simple to use and functional kitchen addition. It has a built-in timer for tracking your coffee extraction time easier. It's extremely convenient for those who want to control the brewing time precisely. And one thing that I really like about it is that it is made of food grade 304 stainless steel, so no harmful substance will be dissolved, and it will keep your water pure and healthy. If you are wanting a new kettle to make coffee or teas in your home, you can check out the link in my description box for the My Street House electric gooseneck kettle. With my link, you'll be able to get 10% off of your order. All right, so today for lunch, Caroline is making spaghetti. This is one of the first things that she learned to make because obviously it's super easy. And so I like to keep this organic pasta sauce that I get from Aldi. on hand. And then these are organic noodles. I found a big like variety pack of organic noodles at Costco. So I got a big pack of these. And so spaghetti is something that we like to do because it's very easy on like busy days, and it's something that she can do completely on her own. So right now she is just browning. We're using sausage because that's what meat we had to frost it. Sometimes we do beef and other times we do sausage, just depending on what we have. So she's gonna brown her sausage. She already has her water going here to boil for the noodles, and just add in sauce. And then sometimes we'll serve this with a salad or sauerkraut depending on what ingredients we have. But this is just a very simple meal that she can do from start to finish all by herself. And that's something that I like, so that if I'm busy doing something or nursing the baby, then she can handle making this meal. All right, so you're doubling it. So how many cups of flour do you need?
4.
4 cups. So how many halves will that be? If you have a
Two
half.
of these, which means I'm doing 8.
8, good job. All right, so Caroline is now making some zucchini bread. So she is doubling the recipe. This was another thing the other day when we were shopping. She wanted to make zucchini bread, and so she bought some, or she didn't buy, I bought, she put them in the cart, some zucchinis. And so we're making zucchini bread. We're actually following the recipe that is on my husband's blog. And so I will link that below. And she's just gonna start off by measuring all of her ingredients. She likes to bake over here at this table, just as easier for her to reach everything. So she gathered all of her supplies and she's gonna try to whip up these. So we're making a double batch, so it should make 4 loaves of zucchini bread. All right, so tell them what you're doing.
I'm melting the butter.
How much butter do you need?
8 teaspoons.
Not teaspoons.
Tablespoons.
There you go.
I know the difference.
And we have a sweet baby on the floor watching us bake. Jacob. Jacob. Are you starting to flip over? Are you starting to flip over? Hi. Hi. All right, Carolyn, what you doing?
I'm feeding the starter. I just put in water and flour and I'm mixing it.
All right, I hope you guys all enjoyed this video and just had some fun following us around and getting a little glimpse of my kitchen. So if you are new here, please hit that subscribe button. I get out new videos every single week. And if you are interested in the kettle that I shared when we were making our rooibos pumpkin spice lattes, there's a link for that down in the description box below. All right, see you all in the next video.